Welcome to the RPP NFL Netball Show. Gee whiz, that's a mouthful, but I'm really happy I got it out. Good morning, everybody. We're here for another week, Interleague day, actually. And you wouldn't believe it, but my special guest this morning, Maddie Roberts, we'll find out what team she is as we go through the show. We'll let you guess. If you can text in and tell me if you recognise this face. Might have seen her with a couple of medallions around her neck in the past 6 years, so...
That is true, yeah. I'll take it.
What team though? Who knows? Who knows?
We don't know.
We may have spoken about this team previously on other shows. It's a very dominant B grade team down at in Div 2. So, but welcome. Good morning, Maddie. How are you?
Thank you, Charles. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know. Going up to Div 1.
I know.
So we don't get it.
Yeah, I personally went up to Div 1 with my skills, and I get really sad because But honestly, you make these connections and stuff with some people in the other leagues, obviously, or the Div that you usually get to say g'day to, have a yarn to, maybe share a hot chip with after the game or a Fanta, and then from all your favourite canteens.
Yes, I know. I do like a canteen, rating them.
And yeah, you kind of go, oh, you don't get to see them anymore, so it's a bit sad. So I'm happy to catch up with you. All right, Somerville, how are we going down there this year?
Yeah, good. So we're doing really well across all the divisions. Our A grade have had some really good games, some really close games against some. We won against the Karingal Premiership team from last year, so they did really well for that one.
Cut that out.
Yep. Go A grade girls.
Yeah.
So they're doing really well in A grade, B grade. Hopefully we can be up there again.
You know what? We never have a break in this show, but I just got so excited as Maddie was about to talk about B grade. I just had to catch my breath. So we're back. How's B grade?
B grade, we're doing well. We've lost, two of our girls from last year to one of our rival clubs, Karingal, who we played in the grand final against last year.
And beat them.
Yes, we beat them by 2 goals. So we played them a couple of weeks ago and we lost by 2 goals.
It is like the most, I just find it's going to be one of the most fascinating stories of 2019.
Yeah.
2 goals, is that a a goal a person difference there?
So we were winning by probably 6 goals at 3/4 time.
Yeah.
So I think probably more. And they got like a 8-goal turnaround, so well done to them.
I know one of the girls that did go to Karingal was one of your best mates or best mate. And we love our sport, we love our mates, and that's where we made some of these friendships with each other is through this sport. And that day I think we're pretty much going to be, August. I think we'd take finals for our girls. End of August there. And I think it might come down to no offence to the other girls in B grade there, but usually it might come down to that Karingal versus Somerville grand final again this year.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, is the friendship going to be tested?
I think...
Hard to say this early?
We've actually had conversations about it. I think we were happy, we'd rather one or the other be in.
Yeah.
And... either or none of us.
Not play each other.
It would be really difficult, but we haven't had to do that before. And obviously, we made a really good friendship with Em Williams as well.
Of course. So you down there with your girls.
So she's there. But our C and D grade have been doing really well. They've got a few wins as well. So it's been good down at the nest.
And good morning to Kate Forsyth if you are listening or watching. And to you know what, you're going to get 2 shout outs in the morning, Becky Dixon, because she's coaching down there. Kate, who is she coaching?
She's D and B. She's got a heavy load down there.
Yeah, and coming off the football field as well. So she got a shout out on the footy show. So there's not many that get the double shout out. So I feel like, that should be, she should get a prize for that.
Definitely.
Maybe something from Bendigo Bank or from or from the Swordfish Wine Bar and Tappers. And who's all our other sponsors? There's about 1 million of them. Jetty Road, that's my favourite sponsor. We don't have the beers here for you today, but Jetty Road is not my favourite. They're all equally my favourite sponsors, but I love Jetty Road because I love Anta and beer. All right, well, we might go to some results. We'll quickly go through Div 1. And by the way, how good's having a Div 2 person because we've only had
Kira
Wills in, and very knowledgeable, because I've talked too much about Div 1, so we're going to go through
let's talk it.
Really quickly, because we have to anyway.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the A grade results for last Saturday, because it was a big upset, and I don't like to make this show about my team, but it was good.
Sorrento.
So we saw in A grade, Bomb Beach losing to Mount Eliza 46-29. Edie Ass had a big comeback win. I think we put a bit of a rocket up their bums last week. Defeating Dramana was the game of the round, so they won 53-46. I did speak to one of the Dramana girls, because I thought they were a bit of a red hot favourite to get the job done there, the Dramana girls, but no drama, Dramana, bit of drama. Not really drama, but just
Carly.
No Carly. Carly Foster, the superstar we had in a few weeks ago.
Playing at
VNL or for Collingwood, one of the Tasmania Magpies,
Oh, yes, Magpies down in Tassie, yep.
Their centre popped her calf, I'm not sure before the game or during the game. You wouldn't believe it, but sometimes we've had to have our second break ever of the year in the show. Sometimes we get a bit excited talking about netball and the camera just can't handle it and just falls off the stand. So, but we're back. Back. We're talking about popped calves, and the phone holder just popped, or the camera holder popped itself. So anyway, we were saying about Dramana having and their VNL shooter, one of them, obviously they had to have so many on the court and played the night before, so couldn't play.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But in saying that, kudos to Eddie Ass. I think apparently it was quite even first half, and then second half they made some changes, and Dramana just sort of didn't adapt as well as they'd like. So
it's probably like not a big win.
No.
Like, yeah.
Well,
7 goals?
7 goals.
Yeah.
Which we were talking about this last week. What counts as a close game? 7 goals, definitely, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. Even like what I was saying before, that the change around, like it's just within a couple of minutes, 7 goals. I think if you're playing really well. Last quarter,
you can almost get it, 30 seconds back and forth. So what a great sport we play that can happen, hey? All right, and then the big upset, Frankston beating Sorrento. Frankston was sitting, I think, 9th on the ladder with Sorrento up there, and I think highly competitive with the top 4. I think sitting at 3rd last week. So well done to the girls. They were pretty happy down there.
Yeah, good job,
and
girls.
Jen Simmons had her 100th game, so she got cheered off.
Jen.
So we do a thing where we have to have 100 Fantas if there's 100 games
Between
played.
you, or?
Well, yeah, and then so we had another girl, Chloe Sharman, had her 100th game as well.
I did see that.
We had to do 200 Fantas in the afternoon, and the boys had their past players day, and the boys beat Sorrento as well. So there was lots of Fantas everywhere on Saturday night.
We did have a few Fantas down at Somerville, we'll discuss that.
Okay.
We had ladies' day.
You did? I haven't got that written down.
Yeah.
How many sugar highs? Anyway, so then another close one, Pines defeating YCW 59-51, and Rosebud, which were looking for a big day down there to celebrate Loz Robinson's 150th. Another 7-goaler defeat there to Mornington, 40, who was sitting outright on top of the ladder with just the one loss, which was to EDS. So
Mornington's on
top.
Wow.
So it's a really exciting... I'll tell you that top 6 because we'll talk about the top 5, which is causing some controversy come the pointy end of the year. But we see Mornington outright on top of the ladder, Rosebud 2nd, Dramana 3rd, Sorrento 4th, Pines 5th, and EDS 6th, and all tied. I think it kind of drops off after there. We might not go to the other results. No, you know what? Because we give Div 1 a heap of airplay and it's interleague round, so we've got to talk about that. And I want to get on to Div 2 because I bloody love Division 2.
Div 2 is where it's at, isn't it?
Well, we say often that it's where probably the stronger netball is.
Yeah, I would. Well, I don't know, to be quite honest. I was actually thinking about this the other day, how it would be good to actually, I know obviously the divisions are based on the football, so it would be good to kind of, even if the 2 grand finalists played off or something like that, I don't know, just to see. We've
said that for years, that how good would that be? I mean, it's a matter of who would want to go, we're going to go one more extra week after the finals, but that's what we're saying about finals, it being a top 5, which now causes us to go the week later than usual. So obviously in the past we all finish up the week before the boys and have our grand finals at the venues that, or for Div 2 at the venue that the boys, I'm so bad with, is it prelim?
No, something prelim,
whatever,
I think semi-prelim.
Whatever the big one is to get into the grand final. That one, you know that? My other guest from my other show? Prelim.
Thank you.
Thank you. So for the prelim, our girls will be playing the grand final that day, which is just a great build-up, and then it just gets that grand final week, another big build-up. You all go down.
And you can all go. It's, a lot. I think it's a better atmosphere, and especially if you have, like, clubs in it. I know last year the Coringal, a lot of their teams were in the netball, and then their twos, I think their 18s were in the grand final, so they could go to both.
Yeah.
But,
you gotta get that support. We're not this... When I was always jealous of Div 2, but now being in Div 1, I was like, the netball grand finals on a Sunday, which I didn't really like because, you know, and it's away from, it's usually at Jubilee Park where it's away from, there's no football there, and it's just completely away from everything, where I love Div 2 because you're always wherever the football was for the finals, and it was a great atmosphere. Well, this year it's reversed a little bit, and now I feel like Div 2 is going to be jealous of Div 1 because Div 2, and now what the go is, you have to play your grand final on the Sunday of boys' grand final week, where the boys' grand final is on the Saturday. Yeah. Resulting in, if you're going to want to celebrate, if you've got, for instance, like a Coringal had your teams playing in the boys' grand final on the Saturday, and then the girls are going to go play the next day, they're going to be on the sugar-free Fantas on the Saturday and won't be able to have a crack and celebrate with the boys, whereas now Div 1, the boys' grand final is still on the Sunday, which we were like,
that'll be right. Half of them take work off the next day.
They're just happy to make one, really.
Yeah.
But then the netball grand final is on the Saturday. So it's all, I mean, we all voted for apparently to have the top 5, which is, you know, it's good. It's almost like we said a few weeks ago, like a wild card almost, to have that 5th team in there. But it really just socially throws us, I guess.
Definitely. I think, you guys have it good. But in that sense, if you still have the top 5 and the boys are playing on the Sunday, it's like how many, I guess they would still come out and support on the, but I don't think if they are in the finals, grand final, many of them will be venturing to netball on the Sunday to watch some netball. But
and like, you don't blame them. Imagine your coach saying to you, like, you know, righto boys, you've just either lost or won your grand final on a Saturday, and we're about to have a few sherbets and really, really step up the end of year celebrations, and who knows if any sleep will be happening, and you know, might be a few just really under the weather kind of performers on a Sunday morning, all really well performed, but still probably going very well performed. And when their coach says, okay, cool, we're going to have a stop of the drinks here and we're just going to take yourself out down to Jubilee Park and watch a bit of netball. Do you think that'd be into that?
No, I don't think that is going to happen. So, we'll see how we go, I guess, crowd-wise. And I guess our mums can still come along and watch us.
I mean, maybe Jubilee Park can say that you can bring dogs down now too. And just put a nice little bit of yellow and blue on them and whatever colour, because hopefully you'll be there. In saying that, if being an optimist, if I wanted to be that person right now in this complaint that we're going across the league at the moment, is how good it would be to just be in a grand final. You probably almost take it too, but anyway, we'll see what happens. It's all still, I think a lot of it's a lot of teething with the netball's only been in for however long the history of this MPNFL, and it's 9 years, and the football's been going for 100 million years. So we'll take what we can take. Thanks for just letting us be involved, I guess, boys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well, we might go to talk about a bit of interleague, and we'll go to Div 2 results because I nearly forgot.
No,
why would I forget about Div 2? I love them. All right, so we see last weekend, this was the game of the round, and my guest that was on before us attended this one, so you can shout out to say how good it was. Maybe we could hear you. Seaford versus Hastings was played on the Thursday night. As we do the show so live on a Saturday morning, I just didn't tell you the results because I wanted to keep it as a surprise till this morning. So, game of the round, went down to the wire, 1-goal victory to the Hastings.
Oh.
What a game. Was it good? It was a ripper.
The Hosking girls played?
Yeah. So they do make a bit of a difference there, the girls, and Trish she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's a very good coach. You're very lucky to have her, girls.
Yeah.
All right, and then we see Somerville versus Crib Point. Your girls went down 52 to Somerville's 35.
Yeah, they did well. They hung in there for a bit, and I think they just maybe one extra quarter fitness, like Christy's been saying that.
Yeah.
Just that one extra quarter that teams tend to run away, but
and it's hard, isn't it? You can do all your fitness, but just stringing those matches together and getting that match fitness. Like I know we've been doing a lot of, I say with our pre-season fitness, you do a lot of like line taps, so you're back and forth. You're not allowed to say what it used to be called, that run, but and you do that, and that's all one thing I always say in the huddle. We always go, right, line taps, just push yourself because it's a mental thing though, isn't it?
Mind you, our A grade have been a very skeletal team.
Yeah.
I think we have about 5 original, and like I've been playing, Christy's been filling in, Penny from B grade, so Lucy, Bryony, like we've had everyone in there just trying to get them on the court, so they're doing really well.
And it is hard to sort of get, you want to have that constant team and just so they can gel better than Paulie D's hair. All right, then we see Tyab having a loss to Coringal. That was another close one, 31 to Coringal 35. So all the contenders are thereabouts this year. So it's
definitely
a good league. Lang Warren smashed Pearcedale 63 to 22. I have been known to say in the last 3 weeks, and I'll continue to say it, I don't know if Pearcedale are going to win a game this year.
I will say I give them a shout out. We played them not last week, the week before. They just keep going. Like that's probably one thing I think. There's a few teams with like VNL players and they're just like Pearcedale girls getting out there, and they like they're getting smashed really.
And for them and like Bombers have done that for years. Just got smashed every week, and that's why I keep bring it up because I want you to win.
Yeah.
You look at Div 1, Bombers beating Sorrento with a team that has ex-Australian captains playing and girls that I think a couple of VNL players and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was just none of our girls, it's just all heart. So you're going to get there, just
keep going.
Just keep going. All right, then Chelsea massive win over Rice, 64 to 21.
Another team Chelsea that picked up a lot of VNL players. So here, a few of their A players have been dropped back to B, so they're very competitive now in the B grade. And I think they've got about 5 VNL players. I don't know.
That's correct, but we'd love some.
We don't have any either.
It's the dream.
Yeah.
It's the dream. All right, and then Red Hill, another close one, 34 to Devon Meadows 30. I couldn't pick that one last week, so well done to the Red Hill girls.
Yeah.
And we'll see the ladder undefeated at the top. Hastings sitting with the 6 wins. Crib Point second on 5 wins. Langy 4.5 with the draw. Seaford 4 wins. Coringal 4 wins, and then Tyab at 6 with 3.5 wins. So the draw is really going to stuff that top 5 up, I think, in coming weeks. But they're the teams that have always been
up there, haven't they?
Pretty much. You take, obviously Seaford being new to Div 2 this year. Take them out, and it was pretty much the same. I think Hastings was just sitting outside. They just missed out. So it's the same team, so it's consistent in Div 2.
It's good to see, obviously, with the relegation, and you see the footy teams going up, but you see that, there's still some strong teams coming into Div 2.
Yeah.
Obviously, Langy came a couple of years ago. Seaford, I think you did a swap with the Franks and Bombers did a swap with Langy. So
yeah, I mean, it's good. I think it's a really healthy competition, and you never know what you're going to get. All right, so we've got this afternoon, we're seeing Interleague. Interleague, I'll quickly just say there's 2 other games on today. We've got Red Hill versus Crew Point and Chelsea versus Pearcedale. 2 standalone games in the Div 2. I think Red Hill there and Crew Point are doing the National Reconciliation game. It's at 1:30. They're going to do a cultural ceremony promoting the awareness of local Aboriginal history and culture I don't know, just on the peninsula or around down that area. So well done to those teams for getting involved in that. And Chelsea and Pearcedale having that other, well, not really a standalone game because the other 2 are playing. I think Brendan Goddard's playing, so lock up your pretzels.
Down at Pearcedale, yeah.
Pearcedale, yeah. So that'll be exciting. This brings us to Interleague, which makes it an interesting one. So with Cribby playing, no Cribby girls in Interleague. So, which obviously we know Cribby have got some very strong talent in the netball. So that'll be a shame for our Sharks playing today. So 11:15 a.m. I'll be down there. Are you heading down? Or no?
Yeah, I might come down for a look.
Well, we got to get the van down there, RPP, and I need some people to come through.
Yeah, look.
Pop your head in.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
All right. So Rosebud, they had their presentation of their dresses on Wednesday night, and captain was announced as Jade Aaron from Langwarrin and vice captain Emma White from Rosebud. So there's in Div 1, 7 representatives, and Div 2, 3 representatives. So I'm sure if the Cribby girls were playing there, would have been a bit more. And you've got a Somerville girl.
We do. We have Sarah Tanner. So good luck to Sarah and the rest of the girls.
It's going to be a cracker.
Yeah.
And also, if you are listening, do come past to say hello. I have a friend who's coming down. If you are into your music, and have you ever heard of an artist called Tones and I? She's getting a bit of airplay out over in Fox at the moment. She's coming in as a special guest on the.
Oh, that's cool.
She's going to come pop in and say g'day. So we might get a sing along or 2. All right, we're winding up. We're going to do our famous Fast 5 for you.
Oh goodness.
So just going to think of a first thing that you love that comes to your head.
Okay.
I'd say to you, all right. Store 15 or Soul Press?
Oh, Store 15.
Okay. Ladies' Day or the Ball?
Oh, Ladies' Day.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, no.
All right. Who is the current Australian Diamonds captain?
Oh, I'm like back with the Kestrels and the Phoenix. Like, I'm not sure who's
vintage round.
rolling around.
I've got no idea either. All right. 4. If it was a draw with 50 seconds left in the game, who would you rely on to try and win you the game? Either Jon Snow or Aya Stark?
Oh, Aya, every day of the week.
Yeah, should be a handy little
Did you
centre.
see John on Monday night? Didn't do anything.
Lived up to his last name.
Yeah.
He couldn't. Oh, John, lift. All right, and last question. If you're on the dance floor and you've got the choice of hearing either these 2 songs, are we going with Horses by Daryl or Untouched by the Veronicas?
Oh, well, I did come in on this conversation on Facebook. That is hard. I think I will go Untouched. I go ooh, you go. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of get yourself down to Swordfish. This is your little off-court award for being on the show.
Oh, thank you very much.
Go down and see Trish and have a wine and a pizza. Great pizza and even better wine.
Nice.
Thanks for being on.
Thanks, Charles.
I'm sure we'll have you back later in the year. Go Somerville.
Yes,
and good luck to Interleague girls today. And as we wind off every week, go netball.
Go netball.